Once upon a time, in a small, bustling town, there stood an old elementary school called Willow Creek. Its hallways were always alive with the echoing sounds of slamming lockers, loud laughter, and the chaotic stomping of tiny feet. But if you walked down to the very end of the corridor, into room 4B, and looked at the very last desk by the window, you would find Leo. Leo was the kind of boy who seemed to blend into the background. He was quiet, painfully shy, and while the other kids played tag during recess, Leo would sit alone, sketching imaginary worlds in his worn-out notebook. Today was a very special day. It was Leo's 8th birthday. He had been secretly counting down the days for a month. But as the school bell rang to start the morning, no one noticed. No cards were placed on his desk. No one said a word. The weight of being forgotten sat heavily on his small shoulders. By lunchtime, the classroom was filled with the smell of peanut butter sandwiches and apple juice. Leo reached into his backpack and pulled out a small, beautifully wrapped cardboard box. His mother had stayed up late the night before, baking his favorite chocolate chip cupcakes, individually wrapped with colorful ribbons for every single classmate. With a racing heart and a nervous smile, Leo stood up, holding the box. He took a step toward the center of the room, hoping someone would look up. But the room was too loud. The boys were laughing over a comic book, and the girls were busy sharing stickers. Leo stood there for what felt like an eternity, completely invisible, holding his box of birthdays. Slowly, his smile faded. He took a step backward, placed the box unopened under his desk, and buried his face in his arms, wishing he could just disappear into his drawings. The afternoon class started, and a heavy silence settled over Leo's desk. But kindness has a strange, beautiful way of finding its path through the dark. Maya, the girl who sat at the front desk, happened to drop her pencil. As she rolled over to pick it up near the back, she noticed Leo's tear-stained face and the colorful box hidden under his desk. She saw the little tag written in his mother's neat handwriting, "Happy birthday, my brave boy." Maya didn't say anything right away. She picked up her pencil, walked back to her desk, and began whispering to the person next to her. Soon, a ripple of whispers traveled across the classroom, from desk to desk, row to row. Leo, still staring out the window at the rain, didn't notice the sudden hush that fell over room 4B. Even the teacher stopped writing on the blackboard, stepping back with a warm smile. Suddenly, a small tap on Leo's shoulder broke his trance. He turned around, blinking his eyes. Maya was standing there, holding his box of cupcakes. Before he could even speak, the entire classroom stood up from their chairs. Together, in perfect, beautiful harmony, 30 voices erupted into the loudest, most joyous rendition of the happy birthday song the old school had ever heard. Leo's eyes went wide. The walls of the classroom didn't feel cold anymore. Maya opened the box, handed the first cupcake to Leo, and within seconds, his desk was surrounded. Kids were high-fiving him, dropping handmade drawings on his table, and pulling him into the center of the room. The loneliness that had frozen Leo's world for months completely melted away under the warmth of 30 smiling faces. He wasn't the invisible boy anymore. He was the heart of room 4B. Years would pass. The old school building would grow weathered, and those kids would grow up to face the big, complicated world. But Leo would never forget that rainy Tuesday afternoon. He learned that day that magic doesn't require a wizard's wand or a fairy spell. The greatest magic in the world is simply the human heart's ability to see someone who feels invisible and pull them into the light. As the final bell rang and the kids raced out of the school gates, Leo walked out with his head held high, his hand tightly holding Maya's, and a smile that could light up the darkest night. Because once upon a time, a simple school birthday party didn't just celebrate a birthday. It reminded a lonely soul that he belonged and that he was loved.